What's up everyone, Darcblade returning with my gun guide series for The Last of Us, where we take a look at the weapons in the multiplayer and talk about their pros and cons. In this episode we're going to be talking about the first large firearm, the semi-auto rifle. This is a very balanced weapon and very deadly in the hands of someone who can aim well. Anyway, let's talk about the weapon's stats. The semi-auto rifle is a default weapon, so it's unlocked from the start. It costs 2 loadout points to equip it. It has a rate of fire of 5 out of 10, reload speed of 4 out of 10, damage 5 out of 10, and lastly, accuracy is 7 out of 10. The description for the weapon describes it as a reliable mid-range killer, basically confirming that it's an all-rounder weapon. The semi-auto rifle can hold 10 bullets per clip and comes with a starting ammunition of 7. So this is one of the weapons that start off with less ammunition than the weapon can actually hold per clip. You can put a silencer on the semi-auto rifle, meaning that you won't show up on radar when you fire the weapon. Unfortunately, if you want to do this, then you're going to have to spend 4 loadout points on equipping this weapon. You can of course spend parts on upgrading the semi-auto rifle during matches. If you decide to spend parts on it, you can increase its reload speed, rate of fire, clip size, starting ammunition, accuracy, and you can decrease its recoil. However, in these gun guide episodes I'm going to be talking about the weapons as if they're in their default form. The semi-auto rifle seems to have an appearance based on the Ruger Mini 14 with an aftermarket Butler Creek stock. Anyway, let's get into the heart of the episode and talk about the semi-auto rifle's pros and cons. Firstly, it has numerous pros, in my opinion 3 major pros. Firstly is that it's a semi-automatic weapon, so it can basically fire as fast as you can pull the trigger. Another pro is that the weapon is quite accurate. It can hit people at quite a distance. This means if you've got a steady aim and fire your shots quite slowly, you can actually take out people at quite a distance with this weapon. I should add that the semi-auto rifle is more accurate when you're stationary. The reticule gets smaller. If you're moving, it gets larger, making things more difficult to hit. But for me, the biggest pro for the semi-auto rifle is that it's an all-rounder weapon. Its bullet damage means that it can take down people in 3 shots if you're going for the body and they don't have armor, 2 if you're going for the head. It has a good clip size, nice rate of fire, and can be incredibly accurate. There aren't many cons for this weapon. Like I said, it's an all-rounder weapon, so there isn't going to be. In my opinion, there are 2 cons. Firstly is that the amount of starting ammo for this weapon is quite small. You don't get many bullets at all. Thanks to this, you'll also find that you run out of ammo quite quickly with this weapon. The last con is that sometimes in close combat, it can be beaten by other weapons such as the burst rifle and shorty. As the semi-auto rifle is an all-rounder weapon, it can be teamed up with pretty much any survival skill. Anyway, let's go back and recap on the pros and cons for the semi-auto rifle. Firstly, it's a very balanced weapon. Secondly, it can be incredibly accurate, but has an annoying amount of starting ammunition, and you tend to run out of ammo quite quickly with this weapon. Overall, the semi-auto rifle is a very balanced weapon. It's a strong weapon too. Although it has no glaring flaws, I believe that the semi-auto rifle is a jack of all trades, master of none. And that is why the semi-auto rifle gets a grand score of 8 out of 10. If you're looking for a weapon that can perform in almost any combat situation, then I would advise the semi-auto rifle. Anyway, I've been Darcblade, bringing you my semi-auto rifle gun guide for The Last of Us multiplayer. Hope you enjoyed the video, thanks for watching, subscribe and like for more.